straight for questions. Start with Rod.
Guys, I know you've looked at the box score, 23 turnovers. What do you attribute that to?
I think defensively, Virginia's a good team. They load up in the gaps. But we take full accountability for it. I think we should have had a little bit more ball movement. It starts with me, so I feel like we'll be better next game.
I imagine you guys gave up a 25-0 run between the end of the first half when you guys had the ball, I think, with 2 minutes to go and a chance to either tie or take the lead. Kind of what happened during that stretch? Like that is extremely unusual, in basketball just in general, but just kind of what happened during that stretch?
We were just playing. I mean, some of the shots we didn't go in. Virginia was knocking down a lot of shots, and that was really the game. We couldn't really get a stop on the defensive end, but we got great looks on the offensive end, so that's what happened.
Do you feel like, with the offense going into the elbow all the time, that Virginia anticipated a lot of the things that you guys were doing out there?
Yeah, I think, they scouted it pretty well. I still think we should have controlled our cutting. We missed some bunnies around the rim that I feel like we should have made, and that could have changed the game. But, I'm not going to blame the offense. I feel like we just got to be better.
We'll go to Ken.
Kyle, you guys, we talked about this yesterday. You had a pretty intense week of practice. Did you feel that all in your legs, or do you think that was all a factor, that you guys are maybe a little bit tired, or?
Yeah, we haven't had a week to start off, with a full week of practice in a long time. But, this is the ACC. We got to come and compete. We're not going to make any excuses, and we'll be ready to go next game.
What's going to be the biggest thing for y'all to focus on to clean up before y'all this next game? Because they got another ranked team coming.
Definitely just playing hard at all times, no matter what, defense, offense, cutting hard, getting rebounds, boxing out. Definitely just playing hard at all times. So we can't give up like a 25-0 run at the end of the half or something like that. So definitely just playing hard.
Kelly.
Was there a frustration factor for either one? It seemed like there was some balls going off legs, like some of the kind of just mental errors more than. There were some possessions where they forced steals and things like that, but there was a lot of self-inflicted turnovers as well. Was that mental? Was there anything you put your finger on with that?
Yeah, I think like you said, they're a good defensive team. We made some errors trying to make reads, but it's basketball, so I understand it'll happen. But I feel like, we're a very good team, and we hold ourselves to a very high standard, and when it's going to click for us, it's going to be very scary.
Questions for the players? Ken?
Kyle, again, one of the things we talked about was, looking for transition opportunities, and I'm curious how you felt like that went. Obviously, they were scoring, made it harder, but how did you feel about that aspect of the game?
I think we did a little bit in the first half. I mean, it was a 4-point game, very close, closing it out. 1 or 2 shots here and there, and then it just felt like the momentum shifted. But I think we did better, trying to get it out quick and play in transition and not, be so set and be so stagnant, it felt.
Okay, thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.